So the nurses came and then
A concerned mother, at her wit's end, Janet Elithes, turned to the media after her son, who was admitted to OKEU on May 30th, went missing and remained unaccounted for until June 5th. The young man had been transferred to the medical facility after ingesting a toxic substance in an alleged failed suicide attempt. His disappearance left his mother anxious and worried. The absence of information about her son's whereabouts raised concerns about the hospital's procedures, security, and communication channels. Dexter James, CEO of Millennium Heights Medical Complex, attributed the entire ordeal to poor communication on Wednesday, June 5th.
When you have these media conferences, you always have to come prepared for outliers. What I can say to you now, and I will ask Dr. Labadie to give you the genesis behind it, is that the patient is resting comfortably at our National Mental Wellness Facility and has been there since the 31st, I believe, 31st of May. All right. The issues that has been brought to the media clearly identifies some of the concerns we've raised here before. This question of communication. We have to communicate more.
James says the breakdown in communications that undoubtedly brought untold worry and anguish to the concerned mother is a matter that the board is working assiduously to rectify at the institution.
If we don't communicate more, then the population has no other recourse but to go to the media. But let me just say as well, our board takes this question of security very, very important, very, very seriously. Towards the end of this month, we will begin to warn all patients presenting to us in the emergency department as a start, to make sure that we create a very safe environment for staff, patients, and visitors. We are at a fairly advanced stage of upgrading our CCTV coverage, so we'll be able to identify patients who leave the facility, visitors who leave the facility, and be able to secure our premises in a general sense.
Head of Accident and Emergency Department, Dr. Bernadette Joseph, fielded questions from the media, probing for answers on the circumstances.
We are currently investigating any incident that may have occurred with this patient. So at this time, I'm actually not able to give any information until we actually have something to give you. Okay, so once we have completed our investigations, we will be forthcoming with a report.
So have you informed the mother or the family of the young man?
From what I understand, the family has been contacted.
Was the patient taken across by the medical staff, or he left and he was found and referred to the wellness center?
So I appreciate your question, but as I mentioned before, we are currently investigating the incident, so I do not have that type of information right now.
The family told News Force that a nurse informed them of the young man's location after someone recognized him at the mental wellness center, thanks to HTS News Force's reporting.